Good day, everybody. This is Yin Yang in California with Morsels of a Thought number 1686. Today it is Thursday, so we do a TR Thursday, TR Tuesdays, TR Thursdays with Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider. The rules for marriage today, time-tested secrets for keeping, for, for making your marriage work. These are the New York Times best-selling authors of The Rules and The Rules 2, which are all the rules in one thick book. If you can get the thick book, you'll get both of these books in one. Okay, so don't try to do it all. That's what I'm going to read today. Rule number 27. Rule number 27 for married women is the modern married woman is a harried woman. She has a big juggling act to do: career, kids, PTA, housework, exercise, groceries, shopping, maintaining friendships, planning vacations, and so on. If you try to do it all, you will become a wreck. If you work too much, your husband and kids will suffer. If you spend too much time on housework, your looks will suffer. If you run around with big to-do lists every day and never get any rest, you will be too tired to exercise or have sex or everything else for that matter. Don't try to be a perfectionist. Better that you nap for 30 minutes and leave a few chores undone than have a spotless house and be angry and irritable all the time. We believe in getting extra help, as much help as you can afford and your husband is willing to go along with, and not feeling guilty about it either. Just tell yourself, I deserve it, and eventually you will believe it. Note, if you feel you deserve everything, you don't work, you have no problem paying other people to take care of your kids or do errands and chores, and you spend money like water, or you have 5 pairs of the same shoes because you couldn't decide which color, skip this chapter. This chapter is for women who try to do too much, act like martyrs trying to handle everything, who tend to be stingy with money, and must be told by good friends that they deserve the cleaning lady, a new dress, a haircut, and babysitter. You know who you are. If you grew up with parents from the Depression era who didn't believe in eating out or even ordering in, it's cheaper to eat at home. Taxis, why can't you take a bus or walk? What's your hurry? Joining a gym, just walk up and down the stairs. Ordering from catalogs, how can you buy something without trying it on first? Why pay extra for delivery? Hiring a cleaning lady, mopping the floor is good exercise, or any other modern convenience. You will find this rule hard to follow. You will feel guilty. You will feel like you are overindulging, wasting money, and acting like a princess. Try to remember that your mother didn't have a fast track career with all its pressures and crazy hours. Maybe she didn't work at all, so she had the time and energy to raise children and clean the house. Don't compare yourself to your mother. Don't let her make you feel guilty for taking care of yourself, especially if she is the type to come to your house and ask, why do you need a cleaning lady every week? Twice a month isn't enough? The house isn't that big. Don't argue with her, but don't listen to her either. Remember, she's probably coming from another era. In your mother's day, very often her mother lived upstairs or across the street and helped her out with the housework. That is just not the case today. If you try to do it all, you will lose your strength and sanity. You need to conserve your energy for yourself, your family, and your work. Here are 10 suggestions to make your life easier. I read these 10 suggestions many years ago, and I'm going to read them again, and then we'll go to have a date night. This is for women who are about my age, mostly, but you can use this for yourself, map it onto your own life. Find a way, number one, to get a cleaning lady or a college student to help you around the house. Whether it's once a week or twice a month, just do it. Living in a dirty house with dust and clutter and piles of laundry is depressing, unhealthy, and bad for your marriage. If your husband doesn't want to spend the money, neither negotiate with him. Say you want it for your birthday or try to save money somewhere else. Whatever you do, don't skimp on household help. Elsewhere in this book, we have told you your husband is always right, but in this case, he's not. If you try to clean and work and be a wife and a mother who reads to her children every night, you will have a nervous breakdown, which is more expensive when you add up psychiatrists' fees. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish. Number two, have groceries and anything else delivered. Call your local supermarkets, cleaners, drugstores, and hardware stores and see if they deliver. Some women fax, call, or email their shopping list to supermarkets every week and pay a few extra dollars for the luxury of not having to go to the store. Sometimes this service is free, especially in large cities, so look into it. Some cities have online companies that provide the same service. Shopping is exhausting and time consuming, so if you can have groceries and other items delivered, do it. Speaking of food, don't feel you have to cook a 5-course meal from scratch every night. If your husband likes home cooked meals, you can make the main course, chicken, fish, etc., and order in interesting side dishes like lasagna or mashed potatoes that require extra pots or are too time consuming to cook. Number three, try to order clothes, supplies, toys, gifts, and anything else you can online or by catalog. If you are the kind of person who resists change and new technology, you might think shopping by computer or mail is for MIT grads, not you, but try it and see how easy it is. Why go to stores and deal with parking and long lines when you can sit at your desk and order by phone? Yes, you may have to return some things because they don't look or fit the way you thought they would, but you have to return things to stores too. Shopping in person can be draining and hectic, so ordering at home is just another way to conserve energy. We're reading Morsels of a Thought of Wisdom from The Rules for Marriage, Time-Tested Secrets for Making Your Marriage Work by Fein and Sherrie Schneider today. This is Morsels of a Thought, number 1686. Hopefully that we get thoughts of wisdom. Thoughts of wisdom. Wisdom, knowing the right thing to do is wisdom. And actually doing it is called virtue. So if you do these things, you create more virtue in the world. That's my goal. Okay, number 4. If you have no time to go to the gym, buy a treadmill, stationary bicycle, floor mat, weights, or some form of exercise equipment and or exercise videos and work out at home. Don't think, I don't have time to go to the gym, so I'll do nothing. Surely you can find 20 or 30 minutes at home to do something. Having equipment at home compels you to exercise when you can't find a sitter to watch your kids or the weather is too bad to leave the house to go to the gym. You have no excuse if you have equipment at home. You can always watch TV or talk on the phone while exercising so you won't feel you're wasting time. Exercise gives you exercise keeps you firm, is nature's antidepressant, and gives you energy. So set aside at least 20 minutes 3 times a week to move your muscles. I do marching, I do dancing, I go to the gym occasionally. I'm still trying to get back into the routine of going into the gym to swim. I swam the other day. I might go today. Number 5, hire a babysitter. Don't be so attached and protective of your children, or just plain frugal, that you refuse to hire a babysitter to go out with your husband on Saturday night, or just to go out with your friends on a weeknight. Don't think she won't know how to handle the kids. What if they cry? What if they don't eat? Your kids will be fine without you. In fact, it is healthy for them and healthy for you to spend time apart so they can gain independence. Don't be the kind of overly doting mother who won't separate, who takes the kids on every errand, every vacation, who only goes to parties where kids are allowed, and ruins her husband's social life by refusing to double with couples or do any adult-only activities. Take a cell phone with you and check up on your kids every hour if you must, but go. This is a very interesting thing. Number 6, don't make work your whole life. It's great to be ambitious, but you have to know when to stop, when to say, how important is it? Unless you absolutely have to, don't bring work home and ignore your husband and kids on weekends and evenings and weekends. Don't miss your son's little league game because of work. Try to get as much done as you can in the office. How? Skip long, non-essential business lunches. Delegate. Prioritize. Don't let coworkers or clients waste your time and energy with anything over and beyond your work projects, such as gossip and politics. Remember that work is part of your life, a part of your life, not your whole life. Workaholism inevitably takes its toll on your health, your looks, your family, and you end up stressed out, burned out, and sick, which is more costly in the long run. The extra money and status are not worth a crazy, unbalanced life. Number 7, leave your answering machine on at work and home. Another great way to save time and energy is to screen your calls. Why answer every solicitation call or wrong number? Answering every call can take hours out of your day and leave you feeling fatigued and depressed yourself. Don't try to be Mother Teresa. You can't help everyone. Trust that these people will find other people to call if you're not around. Your priority is your mental health, your husband, and family. If you try to be Dear Abby to everyone in your life, you will have nothing left to give to yourself, your husband, kids, and career, which are your top priorities. If you must talk to a few close friends, at least try to end the conversation after 10 to 15 minutes. Just say you wish you could stay on the phone longer, but are on the way out or must get back to whatever you were doing. Setting boundaries will be difficult for you if you are used to being everything and doing everything. If you are used to being everything and doing everything for everyone, but it will get easier with practice and you will have added hours to your day. Now, what do you do with hours to your day? Hours to your day is when you start to think of your own business goals, your own thinking, your own priorities. It's very hard to go, hey, I'm alone now, and I wish I could get such a, if everything else were equal, if everything else weren't involved, I'd love to do such and such, and have that on the back burner. Turn on the back burner. You have to put out some words, some goals, some plans, map out a future for yourself, with your family and husband and kids and other affairs on the side of that. Number 8, this is for practice saying no. You do not have to bake cookies for every holiday your kids have at school. You do not have to be class mother. You do not have to give money to every charity that knocks on your door. You do not have to say yes to every play date or sleepover or toy your kids demand. And you do not have to return every phone call you receive. If you are finding yourself exhausted all the time, perhaps it's because you are saying yes to everything. Try saying no sometimes, and you'll find that the rest of the world will adjust just fine. Number 9, do not try to be a Martha Stewart clone by yourself. Sorry. Do not try to be a Martha Stewart clone. Be yourself. If you compare your cooking, your drapes, your serving utensils, and your flower arrangements to experts, TV shows, magazine spreads, and those of more homemaker type friends, you will inevitably end up feeling inadequate. If you work and raise children, your house need not look like a magazine cover. Lower your expectations, otherwise, you will never be happy with anything you do. If your house is clean and there is fresh food in the refrigerator and furniture you like in your house, paintings and photos on the walls, and you are not embarrassed to have people over, you are doing just fine. Number 10, follow the easy plan. Whatever you, Whenever you have a choice, do whatever is less stressful, no matter what other people think. Sometimes it's less stressful to spend a week's vacation time at home, relaxing, catching up on rest, reading, and playing with the kids than packing. Excuse me. Sometimes it's less stressful than packing everyone up to go skiing in Colorado or sunning in Puerto Rico. Assuming your husband and you are in agreement on staying home, don't force yourself to go on a fancy vacation because you'd be mortified to tell anyone you didn't go anywhere. Don't go to Europe just to impress your friends and neighbors if, in fact, taking any trip will be exhausting and what you really need is and want and what you really need and want is rest. Some women feel that between packing and flying and running around sightseeing, not to mention the errands and piles of mail and telephone messages to be dealt with when they get home, they are exhausted by vacations and need a week to recover. If this is how you feel, take the easy way out. Don't go to places or do things just to impress other people or because it sounds good. Just do what's good for you. We are not saying you will never have an exciting vacation again, but if you are feeling burned out and have young children, save it for another year. We are reading Morsels of a Thought of Wisdom. Today we are reading from The Rules for Marriage by Ellen Fein and Sherrie Schneider. They are the mavens of dating who wrote the rules about dating. Excuse me. Have a date night. If you're married, have a date night. That's rule number 28. Excuse me, well, my God. Oh my God. Sorry. Have a date night. Whether or not you have children, but this is even more crucial if you do, you must keep the romance going by reserving one night alone with your husband, preferably Saturday night. It doesn't matter if you rent a video and order in or go to a restaurant and movie. The point is to do whatever it takes so that it's just the two of you. Get a babysitter or send the kids over to grandma's house. You need one night a week without diapers, whining, phone calls, beepers, the dishwasher going, pagers, text messages, crises from family, friends, business associates, clients. You're unavailable. What a concept. Don't think, but my children need me. Think, my children need me to maintain a relationship with their father. Don't add up the cost of going out to dinner, the babysitter, the restaurant, the overpriced drinks and dessert, the parking, the movie tickets. Don't think it's cheaper to eat at home. It is cheaper to eat at home, but you simply must have a break from the routine. It's money well spent if it makes you and your husband feel alive, like you're dating. It doesn't matter if you have to do all the planning as long as somebody does it. Don't stand on ceremony, whatever it takes. Also, if you're usually tired on Saturdays, and who isn't that has kids and or a full-time job, take a nap or lie down for 20 minutes in the afternoon so you can stay up at night. Wear what you think he would like you to wear. If he likes short skirts, high heels, and hoop earrings, wear that, even if you feel more comfortable in a pantsuit and loafers. Make an effort to look better than you usually do Sunday through Friday. Wash your hair, put on mascara, try a new lipstick color, dab a little more perfume on, wear a new exciting shirt. You know that shirt you're always saving for a special occasion, a daytime wedding, or important business lunch, but not for your husband? Well, on On Saturday nights, your husband is the special occasion. Wear it. What to talk about? Plan to have sex. Let that be the topping on a perfectly romantic evening. We have found that marriages where the wives do not take date night and sex seriously have less passion and fun. The couple starts to act like roommates, not lovers, and this can go on for months, sometimes years. On Saturday night, keep it light. Save it for Sunday afternoon. Try to listen to him. Smile. Pretend you're dating all over again. Now, what if you like to go out and your husband is a homebody? Some wives have found that if they make all the arrangements, their husbands happily join in. Whereas if they wait for their husbands to suggest going out, they never do. Do whatever you have to do to make sure date night happens. But if your husband would really rather eat at home and watch a movie on TV, don't nag him to go out. You can still make it special. Here are 10 tips for a romantic evening at home. Number 1, order in a gourmet dinner, but don't use cartons or paper plates. Use the real stuff. 2, eat in your lingerie. 3, take out the rarely used candlesticks you got as a wedding gift and dim the lights. Number 4, put on a romantic CD and you can dance. Number 5, turn off the phones, all the phones, and your computer, and your laptop, and your tablets, and your iPads, so they don't beep and interrupt or distract you. Number 6, rent a sexy video. Ooh, you better be alone in the house for this one. Number 7, give him a back rub. That might also require you to have alone time in the house. Number 8, be playful. Tell him you're his slave or sex toy for the night. I have to say, that usually works. Number 9, don't talk about anything negative or serious. Anything negative or serious, perish the thought. Say it'll come Sunday. Number 10, I said that. Pretend you're auditioning for a toothpaste commercial. Smile. I know. Now, we can't leave out the rules for sex, so I'm going to read you a couple of sentences for that. Rule number 29, rules for sex. When it comes to sex in a marriage, husbands rule the roost. We've seen time and time again in this area, it is best for your husband to set the tone. For example, Keith enjoyed a wild sex life before settling down with his wife, Maria. He also reminded Maria how exciting his sex life was before he married her. After seeing how unhappy Keith was and finding that her marriage had become passionless, Maria consulted us and decided to make her sex life a priority. Don't take that away from him, we explained. So, when we asked about their sex life while dating, Janice admitted that it was only once a week, but she didn't really think about it that much because she was caught up in the excitement of the courtship. She also assumed that their sex life would change when they got married and became angry and demanding when it didn't. If you think of it this way, no more E channel, what? You will realize there is no harm in letting him look at a bare chested woman in a magazine from time to time. Mhm. Didn't leave out that part, did I? Didn't. No, I didn't. Okay, so we'll talk to you later tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the brain rescue day, and I will see you then. Okay? Old Kinderhook.